Am I live? Am I officially live? It looks like I am. We open up the blinds so we get some sunlight in here. Hey, what is going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. We'll print this here, of course, and you're seeing the room. No filters, no nothing. So I got over there, I got a green screen. You see different lights and stands in here. You see all these different kinds of books I have, from How to Win Friends and Influence People to Captivate to Harrington's Hold'em. I play Texas Hold'em, right? So I actually haven't played in a minute, and I like playing tournaments. I'm a tournament guy, but nonetheless, I digress. Welcome. This is the weekly recap for the fundraiser that we are doing with TeamWater to help raise $40 million to help 2 million homes have access to basic water that they can bathe in, water that they can wash clothes in, just basic water, like the stuff that we have in the States without all the chemicals out. So, and that's being put together by WaterAid, okay? And the Team Clean Water is trying to gather this funds. So I am here to give the weekly recap of how much we have done this week, our specific team, and how TeamWater has done as a whole. Okay, so if you're just popping in, say hi. Live chat should be on. It is a beautiful day here that hasn't gotten hot yet in good old Arkansas, in good old Sherwood, Arkansas, but it's a lot. It may start getting hot, but so far it's actually been pretty nice. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to jump straight into it. If you have any questions about anything water related, anything at all, put it in the chat, or anything about me you got questions on, put them in the chat and I will respond. But let me see. Let's start with TeamWater. Okay, let's start with overall TeamWater, the goal of $40 million. Okay, because that is a pretty hefty goal, but when you got people like Mr. Beast, when you got there's a lot of different influencers as far as YouTube that's out there, and all the followers they have, because I don't have a ton compared to them. I'm starting now. I guess I would be budding as a YouTuber, but they have millions of followers. But nonetheless, we are 9 days into the campaign, and we have generated $11 million, $256,256.57. So I know I did not say that right at all. So let me say it again. We have generated $11,256,256.57. All right, so that is how much that has been generated so far. And specifically this group here, which I started off late, right? I wanted to put out a live video the day of, or not live, a short video the day of, and it had copyright issues, the music. I was trying to be too perfect. And it took a while to get that done. So almost the whole week, the full first week, I didn't really have anything or share anything. And then I did an impromptu live to fix that. And then despite that, though, and actually putting out the wrong link to people, I was sending people a different link and all that stuff. But despite those things, I just had a goal of $1,000 that we're looking to reach. I would love if we exceeded that, of course. And so we have generated $502. All right, so $502. And here's the thing, man. I've been busy, right? If I tell you what's going on in life right now, you'd be like, how is he even online right now? My brother-in-law, who is in immediate vicinity with me and my sister, he ended up having a stroke. So I've been going to the hospital to take care of my sister, get her back and forth up there. My uncle, he ended up getting bed bugs and did not want to hire exterminators, so I became the exterminator. So I've been dealing with bed bugs, family members having stroke, and tending to the different challenges that come up with that. And on top of that, just managing the normal day-to-day stuff of being a director of membership or VP of membership for Toastmasters, running a BNI group, and then dealing with and working with all the people who are interested in upgrading their water and trying to make videos, right? So I have been swamped. I have been the most underpaid DoorDash Uber driver out there. I'm telling you, but you got to take care of family, right? And so it just makes it more challenging to make videos because I really haven't made many. I think I've only made one, but it's great to know that from that one, you guys have been sharing it. You've been liking the video. I've been putting it out on my other social media platforms. And from just this one video, we've already generated $502. So we're over, because of the $2, we're over halfway to the goal that I wanted to achieve, which was $1,000. And I wanted to go bigger, but as soon as the problems and challenges started arising, I was like, all right, I kind of wanted to back out, but I didn't, because I really am passionate about water, as you guys know, and I wanted to ensure that I did my part in some way, shape, or form. And just putting the message out there, you guys have really contributed, and I am really, 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 really grateful for that, but not as grateful as the people who are going to get their homes hooked up. So if Mr. Beast and that team or WaterAid wanted me or offered me the opportunity to help them install water systems, I would love to do that. So if you're watching WaterAid, if you're watching TeamWater, and they're like, yo, we need volunteers, there's a caveat. They got to be able to fly me out, and they got to be able to take care of my uncle while I'm gone. So he has to go to different appointments and stuff. If they're able to cover that, I am 100% down to go install water systems. I think that would be awesome. All right. So there it is. That's a weekly recap. That's the bare minimum basic. That's what I was going to do every week. Things are starting to die down a little bit. They are not die down. Things are starting to get better. So, of course, my uncle took care of the bed bug thing. So he's good to go. We didn't have to burn his furniture. That was the original idea. I was like, yo, you just got to burn this. He's like, but I can't get out the apartment. I'm like, well, you just got to burn it. Have a bonfire in your place. You'll have an audience after a while. So was able to manage that. My brother-in-law is doing better. He's out of the ICU, is in regular care. So that's good to know. And when you get a stroke, you end up having to go through rehab. So we're just trying to get him to the point where he can get his strength back, and then he'll be able to start rehab. So that's always a blessing. And then while I'm not necessarily the president yet of our chapter, I am doing work to gear up towards that. And that involves talking to different people, interviews and preparations and meetings. So a lot of things happening, but my goal is today to make content. I think I'm in a position to start making some content. So I have a few video ideas I want to do. And actually I want to present an opportunity that I'll be sharing next week that will help you get clean water, get off the bottled water stuff. And when you help yourself, you'll be able to help this cause. So I'm almost done with that, putting the final tweaks on it. And then I'll roll that out. We'll see how that does. I think that could make numbers go up. And that is it. Any questions, any concerns, let me know. Put them in the chat. Right meow. Once again, we have raised $502, and the total goal that we have raised as TeamWater is $11,256,256.57. So, any questions before I go? Because I got content where you get to make, represent that TeamWater. So, of course, you can always share this video with anyone who may be interested in what we're doing as far as a recap. And I will put the link below, the actual link to donate. So the correct link, so people can actually donate if they are more than willing. And I don't know. Let me know if you guys I don't know what you're into or what you're up to or what you think would be worthy. Like, yo, if I donate $50, I want a shout out or something like that. Let me know what you're interested in. It's my first time even trying something like this. But I'm down to make it fun, exciting. If y'all want to see me get pied in the face, let me know, and I will. I'll make a goal for that. Being military, we've done some heinous things. Being maintenance in the military, some heinous things have been done for charity. So there's not a lot of things, and now that I'm not in the military anymore, there's not too many things that are off the table. So be mindful of the guidelines for YouTube. But if you have ideas, put them in the chat. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for checking us live. And I'm gonna get out of here. It's 11:11. So have a blessed weekend, a blessed day, evening, wherever you are in the world. Let's keep shooting towards this goal. If I can get to 1,000, I'm happy. If we reach that 40 million, regardless, once I get to the 1,000, of course we can go beyond that. But I'm still going to share these weekly recaps. Thanks for hanging out with me. Much love. Stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.